Two for one? Two for one? Oh, hey! Well, this is the, prediction for the July 31st fight between Juan Manuel Marquez and Juan Diaz. Part 2. Part 2. Part zwei. The second one. The second fight. And I did a prediction for their first fight that was on February 27th, 2009, and I broke down the fighters. Nothing has changed, but I'm going to go over it again because it's been over a year since I last did it, and I want to throw some new stuff in, maybe. Okay, we'll start out with Juan Diaz. I'll break him down, then I'll go to Juan Manuel Marquez, and then I'll give my prediction. Now, the first one with Juan Diaz, he's 35-3 with no draws, 17 knockouts for a 45% knockout ratio. He's if you go and you just look at BoxRec or any record, however you want to look at it, he's lost 3 of his last 5 fights. And in reality, he could have actually lost all 5 of his last fights. You see what I'm saying? He could have lost to Kitsidis. He won a split decision there. He was given a gift against Paulie Malignaggi. So he could be on a 5-fight losing streak, and 2 of those had like knockouts in there. You see what I'm saying? Well, one of them anyway. So when you look at this, he's a good but not a great fighter. We now know that's not going to be it. He's not going to do really good against the elite boxers, stuff like that. He doesn't do well. He's kind of heavy-footed, comes forward. He's called the baby bull, but he doesn't really have that kind of power. I mean, he throws his shots, everything like that. Now, he beat Freitas. He had the split decision over Katsidis. If they fought again, I definitely don't think that would be the outcome. He's not known for his power. He's the younger of the fighter, but he's still inexperienced because when you watch the fights that he was in, it wasn't like he learned anything. It wasn't like he changed his style. Like he tried to adapt to fight Malignaggi, to cut off the ring better, to work the angles better, any of that stuff. We didn't see that in the fight. So, I mean, he has the heart. He can take a good beating. And, that's his thing. So he's good but not great. Then going over to Juan Manuel Marquez. And, he's back to his original weight. Or at least he's back to lightweight, where I really think he can do some serious damage. The welterweight just too big. Light welterweight just too big for him. He's got a smaller frame. He's not freakishly broad. So now he's back to his original weight. And we'll say that he's the number 1 ranked lightweight in the world, and that's coming from knockout victories over Casamayor, knockout over Diaz. He fought Mayweather and lost, but name me one fighter that's beaten Mayweather. Yeah, okay. He's a great counterpuncher. A great counterpuncher. He is an extremely accurate puncher as well. His timing is amazing. He applies... it's weird because he's a counterpuncher, but he can apply the pressure to make you throw punches. See what I'm saying? He's in there. He can fight inside. He can war. He can bang. He's got amazing uppercuts. There really are no major weaknesses with him unless he's fighting Mayweather. And I really haven't seen any fighters that didn't get really exposed when they fought him. He cuts off the ring very well. He's very patient. He fights his fight. He doesn't change his style for anybody. He's going to continue to fight his fight. He's got a good chin. He can take a hell of a shot. And he's got heart like you wouldn't believe he can get up from it. Diaz is not going to knock him down. The one thing he does have going against him, you could say at this point, at 36 years old, would be his age. So if there was a knock on him, and how is he going to handle from going up to a bloated 142 back to the 135? Me personally, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think the weight he gained or he put on to make that weight was more water weight than it was anything else. So I think at the 135 he's going to be solid. He's going to be his old self again, and I believe we're going to see a very similar result in the ending of the fight. Going in against him, against Juan Diaz, you're going to see the same style that he was winning when it was, well, it was a very, very close fight. Let me not get too carried away there. It was a very close fight going into the 9th round. One judge had it for Marquez, the other one had it for Diaz, the other one, kind of saw it as a draw. But the one prevailing thing that you saw was Marquez's power was taking over. His punches he were landing were very crisp. They were very clean. They went in, they landed flush, and Diaz can't handle that. And he hasn't improved his D enough to be able to withstand that barrage. Now, I'm going to say probably with the fight going the way it did with Mayweather and him coming down in weight again, I think he's going to win the fight, but I don't think he's going to win it by knockout again. I think he will win by decision. Now, I called the knockout before, but that was, a different time. He wasn't coming down in weight again. And a lot of times you'll notice when fighters go up in weight and then they come back down, they're not as sharp. And it's usually, the heavyweights that come back down to cruiser or light heavy. They seem to lose a little something in there. But I believe Marquez has enough in the tank that he's going to take this decision and win the second fight. And he'll win them both, and there'll be no need to see a third. Okay? All right, wait. That's my prediction. Please comment, rate, subscribe. If you want to see more of my vids, check right there somewhere. And click it on there. All right? Hey, well, you guys have a wonderful day. This is Bigragu. I'm out.